Aries placements, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. So this is going to be a general timeless reading. If you'd like information on personals, the link for that will be in the description box below. And I am all caught up, so you will most likely be first in line. I have also restocked my money manifestation oil that was sold out. I do have one for love, for protection, and also enhancing your spiritual gifts. So if you're interested in any of those 5-star rated oils, the link for that will be in the description box below. I am also offering a money and attract a genuine soulmate ritual. So if you've been struggling with any of those things, the sign up will be below. And it's only $7 and $10. And yeah, it's extremely powerful. And it's the same things that I use for myself to manifest. So I just want to share that with you guys. So let's go ahead and see what you guys can expect. This is for all Aries placements. If it doesn't match with your situation, feel free to check out your other placements. What do Aries need to know? Page of Wands. Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, interesting, 8 of Wands, King of Wands, 2 of Cups, Death, the Lovers, and the Temperance energy. Okay, some of you, most of you watching are single. It is telling me that it's important for you to continue to invest in your creative outlets. What makes you happy? What is it that you love to do? How can you incorporate that into your routine on a daily basis, weekly basis? There's a heavy emphasis on needing to do more of the things that you love, that make you happy, joyous, going outside in nature more, traveling more, having new experiences. And I feel like that's what's going to come in for you around this time with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands could also be a lot of passion. So a renewed sense of passion for life, or just for certain things that you may have neglected or you were just distracted from. And I also see the Ace of Wands as being an opportunity to have passion. So if you've been having like a constant dry spell for a while, I feel like there's someone new coming in who you're both going to build this trust. And whoever this person is, let me get another deck, because I do see 2 people here and I kind of need to know what the intention of this person here is. Okay, so you're going to have an ex and a brand new person come to you, and you're going to have to make the choice about what it is that you want. Here's the thing about the ex. The ex had to grow up, or they had to go through certain phases to be able to learn what it is that they have to do in a relationship. This is someone who basically didn't have much training, or they were very selfish when they were dealing with you. So they ultimately had to leave you to go and learn karmic lessons through other people, through other third parties. And now this person's realizing that they had it made with you. This person's like regretting leaving you behind to go and pursue these other connections. But the knowledge and the wisdom that they gained through these new connections, they wouldn't have been able to receive had they not experienced all these other people that may have, it's mostly three people that may have broken this person's heart, used them, and it made them value the connection with you. So if you did have a past ex who you had to beg to do everything, who was just like not meeting your needs for whatever reason, this person's going to come back with the intention of trying to start things over with you on a brand new slate. Especially if this person was resistant to the relationship with you in the past, it's like they're going to be coming in for a second chance. The only thing is, for one, they're going to be dealing with competition of another brand new spanking person who you have no experience with. And on top of that, they may have to come in with some form of an apology. They have to admit their wrongs, and they have to convince you to be able to give this person a second chance. So the likelihood of this working is going to depend on how hung up you've been over this past person. But for the most part, I see all of you just kind of pushing forward regardless of what disappointments you had to go through in the past. And I feel like because of this, the universe is handing you someone brand new, because it seems like you've been doing some form of manifesting. If this is not literally with your words and praying, it's like the thoughts that you've been putting out into the universe has been pushing this past person away because of the fact that they didn't do right by you when they did have access to you. It took this person leaving, not being in your vicinity, dealing with other people, for them to come to conclusion of what your worth is, as opposed to them just knowing by dealing with you altogether, right? So this King of Wands, they have a renewed sense of passion for you because of the fact that they've had to go out there and see exactly what is on the other side. They're realizing how good they had it made, and it's actually putting like a fire underneath this person's butt to be able to come and get you back. But like I said, they're going to be dealing with competition because the universe is sending you someone new. The King of Wands comes to you with passion. Like, they're more about a good time. This is the person that will come to you with sex and gifts, as opposed to this new person who's going to be approaching you with feelings and loving energy and emotions and actually being there for you. So even though this new person coming in hasn't quite been here as of yet. Because look, they're on a horse, which means they're coming. They're in the process of coming in. This ex is already here. They're sitting down on a throne. This may have been someone who was constantly in and out of your life, but they've been sat down by the universe and by their own actions because they're realizing, like I said, the relationship between the both of you was genuine. Yes, it may have had issues. No relationship is perfect. But I feel like this person thought that either you were asking for too much, they weren't ready to settle down, they wanted to go explore their options and see what else is out there. Well, they've done it, and now this person's alone. They're dissatisfied with any of their other options, any of these other people that they were interested in. They're dissatisfied because whatever they're getting out of those connections, it's not bringing the same amount of satisfaction and love that they received while they were dealing with you, which is why it's so imperative in this person's eyes for them to come back and to at least give an attempt to come back in, because they can't get over you. Whatever you did to this person, I don't know what you did to them, but they can't get over you. I don't know if it was just how much you love them. I don't know if it was just something about you and this person. You have them hooked in some way. And regardless of who they were connected to, who they were dealing with, you were still in this King of Wands of mind. You were still in the back of their mind their entire time. They couldn't even enjoy these other relationships because they were steady thinking about you this whole time. So yeah, this person is realizing that they need to come back, that they made some form of mistake. And it's not really a mistake because, like I said, they had to learn certain karmic lessons with people who they could not have learned those lessons with you. And with Death card, there's some form of transformation going on in your life, and you're going to be left with a choice. The Lovers to me is the wishes that you've been putting out into the universe and the ethers, they are being granted. However, you wanted this past person at some point as well. So you're almost like getting both wishes at the same time, and you will have to decide which one is going to be best for you. But for right now, what I'm seeing is that this new person coming in, they're actually going to have the capacity to love you and meet you halfway, as opposed to this past person who may be into you now, but who knows? Once they see something else that takes their attention away or their eye away, how do you know that they're going to be here for you? And so with Temperance, it's important for you to keep equilibrium and balance in your life. So regardless of who comes into your life, it's important that you have a sense of stability within yourself, because people come and go often. But if you're rooted and grounded within yourself, none of that's going to matter. It's not going to make you or shake you up in any way. With Temperance, this is also needing to balance out eating habits, making sure you're exercising, drinking enough water a day, incorporating fruits and vegetables into your diet. That way you can be performing at an optimum level, because if you're dehydrated and you're trying to do things throughout the day, your body's not functioning at its peak. And you're almost like pushing yourself a bit too hard. So make sure that you are balancing out work and play, business and pleasure, just not overextending yourself too much to anyone at this time. I also see communication coming in. So this is going to be from a new person. You might meet this person while you're out and about, or this could be someone that you possibly even meet online. Don't know why I'm getting online dating vibes, but you will have to meet up with this person in the physical, but this is someone who is prepared to love. The Knight of Cups is a very charming, kind, sweet person. And they're already coming in with their cup of love. So this isn't someone who you're going to have to fight tooth and nail to get them to commit to you or to get them to give you what it is that you deserve, because they're already open to it off the bat. With the Eight of Wands, this is also movement. Some of you may be traveling in some way, shape, or form. And there's a lot of emphasis on like your personal relationships. So not just in a romantic way, but also like platonic friendships. Like I see you reevaluating your connections and what you're getting out of them, and possibly like ending things with people that you feel like maybe using you, misusing you, or just not worth your time. And I also feel like you're going through a transformation. You're going through certain changes. So if things just feel out of place, or if you're having a hard time just kind of like functioning on a day-to-day basis, it's because you're in a transition phase in your life where you're ending something and you're just about to start something new. So there could be a lack of sense of direction in a lot of things, but just know that you are the Empress or Emperor energy. You have worked on yourself. You are someone who knows what it is that you want, and you do have brand new beginnings that are being granted to you. It's just a matter of time of when they actually come in. Because I feel like the divine may be waiting on you to make some form of decision. Because you may say, oh yeah, I don't want this ex back. I don't want them back. You know, they played me, blah, blah, blah. But what are your thoughts putting out there? Are you constantly thinking about this person? Is it just an energetic or telepathic tie that you both have together? Or are you still not quite ready to let go of this person because you feel like you both had great potential and you'd like to have another attempt? It really just depends on each individual watcher. But it is best for you to decide what it is that you want right now so that it can come to you. Aries placements, what you guys need to know at this time. Page of Wands on top of Page of Wands. That's crazy. Yeah. So needing to figure out what it is that brings you passion. What are you good at? What makes you feel happy? What is it that you can capitalize on? What is it that you can do that wouldn't feel like a job to you on a day-to-day basis? Ask yourself those questions and maybe try to find ways that you can capitalize on the things that you love to do so that it doesn't feel like work because you already love doing it. And getting money and income out of it is just like a bonus on top of it. So there's something about your creative outlets and some form of creative passion that you have that if you invested time on it consistently for about 6 months, I guarantee you something big would come out of that. The Tower, Queen of Cups in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, Strength. Yeah, there is a coward in your life. This was someone who was just not willing to be accountable, for their own actions. This coward is learning things the hard way. Whoever this past person is, they're going through regret now. Because remember how I said they dealt with 3 other people on top of you? Just to kind of see, these were karmic connections, to see, you know, what they wanted, to basically go out there and explore. And this person is realizing that they wasted so much time. They wasted the relationship with you. The connection with you basically ended. So this person is realizing that they ended something valuable for connections that weren't even worth it. And this is the grief. Someone around you is grieving you. Someone that you may not even be in contact with. They're grieving the fact that they don't have access to you. This may have been someone that had constant distractions around them. So let's say you and this ex break up, right? You go into this depression. You basically you go into a depression. You purge the relationship out. Your ex at the time decided to be distracted, decided to go and have sex with everything that they possibly could, to go out there and party, just basically distract themselves from what was going on. Well, now they're faced to address the issues or the problems at hand because the distractions are being removed. And this was someone who was refusing to be accountable for their own actions and accountable for how they got to the position that they're in. So now they're being forced by the divine, by removing all the distractions. And now all they're left with is their own thoughts and their memories of how things have played out. And this person is realizing that they could have had something long-term with you, that you guys had a lot of potential to grow something long-term. And now they're realizing all this time, energy, money, efforts have been wasted. And you're moving forward onto a brand new blessing and a brand new beginning. This new person coming in for you could be someone that has heavy earth or water in their chart. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They don't have to be that sun sign, but they have it somewhere in their chart. This is going to be someone who's very giving. They're going to be very giving towards you. Not just like with themselves, but someone who has like a love language of like gift giving or just bringing opportunities to you. And the thing about this new person, they're guarded. They're slightly guarded because they have an ex as well who was emotionally manipulative towards them, but it hasn't changed how this future person loves. This is someone who healed whatever issues they had based off of a past relationship. But whoever this new person is, their ex is not over them. Because like I said, this is someone who is very giving. This is someone who's very loving, very compassionate. Why would you want to get rid of someone who's going to be there for you and consistently shows up for you? Which is why I feel like the universe is trying to put the both of you together, you and this new person, because you're a much better match. You both are on the same page and you both want roughly the same things, as opposed to your exes for the both of you. Because this person's ex, once they find out that they're moving on, or once they find out that there's someone new in the picture, it's going to start some form of drama. This past person that they're letting go of and releasing and fleeing from, I feel like this person is fleeing. They're finding out that they're with a whore, a player of some sort, and they want no parts. That's why this person is moving forward. I feel like whatever ex they were attached to is still attached to them. They want that love back. They want access to these opportunities back, but they're not, because this person is about to meet you. It's going to lead to a new beginning. And with the 2 of Wands in reverse, anything that you were having a hard time moving on from, it's like all the baggage is just getting cleared out beautifully. You've been someone who's been very strong despite the circumstances that you've had to deal with. I feel like that's why this past ex is returning to you, because if you were truly that bad of a person, or if you truly didn't make this person happy, or if you didn't treat them right, they would not be wanting to come back to you. The ex would be fleeing from you, and it's actually the opposite because of the people that they've been connected to, the karmic women or men, or the toxic relationships that they've endured. They now know what it's like to have someone who truly cares for you. But it took them going off and dealing with toxic individuals to realize, like, man, I had it made. Or where I was at wasn't even that bad. You may have had certain standards for this past ex and they felt like you were doing too much. You were asking for too much. You were just being, like, uncooperative, and now they're realizing that you were just literally asking for the bare minimum. Like, you were asking for the things that you deserve, and now they're willing to give it to you. Unfortunately for you, you're moving on. Some of you may take that past ex back. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do whatever you want. I just have to give you the messages that I'm seeing being relayed here. So, Aries placements. What do you guys need to know? Ace of Cups. Brand new opportunity. Something from the divine coming in because you've been loving yourself. All the crying that you did has been worth it because it did help you purge and clear out anything that you were harboring. Something solid is coming. A solid start, a solid new beginning. Some of you, this could come in the form of a job that has the potential to be a career or has the potential to get you very far, but it is still at its infancy stages. So just be patient with whatever this may be, especially if it is a new person that you're meeting. At first, it may look like this person's playing games with you because they're not going to put all in at first. But once they realize that you are someone who's valuable and worth their time, they'll start to give more of themselves. I mean, that's actually a good thing because the last thing that you want is someone to come in and love bomb you and, you know, act like Prince Charming, the most wonderful wife out there possible. And then that energy kind of trickles down and they get tired. So it's best to have things come in at a slow pace, because anything that starts fast ends just as fast or will get burned out quickly, as opposed to something that you build thoroughly and you take your time with. So Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, yeah. The Fool in reverse. Page of Cups, Strength card, the World card, and the Six of Cups. So your future new prospect in a relationship is currently dealing with some toxic drama of their own. They have a crazy ex who's not willing to let them go. This person, the ex is psychotic. Like, I don't even usually call people out like that in readings, but it's like this ex is having like a full-blown tantrum, or some form of drama or chaos is happening because they're realizing that the person that they're with is not willing to put time and effort and energy into them anymore. And this could have been a long-standing relationship, like 6, 7, 8, 9+ years. And because this woman or man was mistreating their person, they felt like they had it locked in. They didn't realize that the person that they're with, who you're about to meet, had enough self-respect, was honorable. They didn't realize that this person would walk away from them, regardless of whether there's kids together, regardless of how much tenure they may have together. Someone who knows their worth will walk away when they're being mistreated. And that's exactly what's happening to this future person. They have all this love, all this time, all these efforts to give. They can't give it to the person that they're with because, for one, this person may have cheated, lied. There's something major that caused the rift between these two people. The person that you're about to meet does not want any exes back. They want something brand spanking new. That does not mean that the past is done with them, though. They were dealing with someone who was very reckless, who was very impulsive, someone who made a very impulsive decision that was not thought out in any way, and it's costing them the relationship with this solid person. And now the divine is going to come in and start swapping people out. It's like, okay, well, you want to treat this person wrong, that's fine, we have someone lined up for them. And that's exactly what's about to happen. You're about to get someone solid in your life who already knows the red flags and the signs of what instability, insincerity, what unfaithfulness looks like in a relationship, and they're not willing to tolerate that at all. That's why you're in the same vibration with this person. That's why you're energetically being drawn to each other, and it just has to translate down into the 3D. This past person who did you wrong, who didn't see your worth, who treated you as if you were disposable, they're going to come to you with some form of apology, with an offer of love. They're going to be nice. They're going to be kind. They're going to try to have explanations for you. But this is someone that you possibly have to hold back from because they could just be a smooth talker. I don't really see anything here telling you that this person's actually going to come in and give you a solid relationship. So why is this Page of Cups here? Yeah, it's the King of Wands in the last spread. They're realizing that they can't move forward. They can't move on from you. It doesn't matter how long it's been. This person consistently thinks about you. They can't move on from the person that gave them the best cup of love. You love this person wholeheartedly and unconditionally, and it was very genuine. That's why when they went out there to go find something better, what is better than something that's already sincere and something that's already unconditional? They had to go out there and find out that, man, it's cold in the streets. Yes, you might get sex. Yes, you might be able to to deal with anyone on a surface level, but as far as like having someone that truly cherishes you, cares about you, values you, that is a very hard quality to find in people. It's not a dime a dozen type of energy. And if this person thought you were disposable, if there was a snake in some way, trust and believe they're coming back humbled by life and its circumstances, and you will be moving forward towards closing out cycles, The World card could be dealing with the Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. For some of you, this past person. Others of you, this is just saying that you've closed out a major cycle of dealing with people who did not see your worth, who tried to silence you, silence your needs and your wants, and you're done with that. You've restructured your mind. You've learned something new. You've gone through a process of healing and reevaluating, and now you're at the point of where you're not willing to compromise on your needs and your wants. And that may have essentially been the lesson this entire time for you to learn what it is that you're willing to compromise on and what you're not. And now it's the time for you to attract someone that's on your exact same vibration. So that's what I'm seeing. Thank you guys so much for the support. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.